Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the reports are just in. As we are being told, there was a meeting in between William Ruto and Ruto-Gachagua. And this meeting was for Ruto-Gachagua to convince William Samoei Ruto that if you have decided to kick me out as your deputy, then I'm demanding 8 billion Kenya shillings for me to exit and leave you alone with your government. According to the reports we are getting, is that Ruto-Gachagua calculated this 8 billion using the numbers that William Ruto got during electioneering period from Mount Kenya region. It reached an extent of Ruto-Gachagua banging the table in front of William Samoei Ruto with anger that if he was not going to be given 8 billion Kenya shillings, he was not going to accept his ouster, or rather being impeached and kicked out from this Kenya Kwanza government. I want you to listen to an inclusive details that is trying to illustrate for us how the relationship in between Ruto-Gachagua and William Ruto is bad, is not something that can be repaired. But before we watch the video, just do me a favor, ensure you like the video. I will appreciate you so much for that like. I have realized that sometimes you bump into the video, you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch the video, just do me a favor, ensure you like the video. I will appreciate you so much for that like. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for that like. Let us listen to this video.
Sign language interpreter. We begin in politics tonight, where an alleged meeting between Deputy President Ruto-Gachagua and President William Ruto, where DP Gachagua allegedly banged the table on his boss in sheer anger after Ruto denied him an 8 billion shilling exit package following sharp differences between the two, is said to be at the center of charges that will be leveled against Gachagua at the floor of the National Assembly next Tuesday. Now, NTV has learned that there are 9 other charges in the 40-page impeachment motion that is now ready for tabling. Among them, Gachagua's use of his office to allegedly divert material that should have been used to construct the Malindi to Kilifi highway to the construction of a private road leading to a hotel in Kilifi that is linked to him, as well as Gachagua's accumulation of 5.7 billion shillings in the last 2 years from other sources, apart from his annual salary of 12 million shillings. NTV's political affairs reporter David Mudhoga digs deep into Gachagua's impeachment motion and for the first time tells you 10 reasons why MPs want to hang Gachagua out to dry.
In 72 hours, the fate of Deputy President Ruto-Gachagua will be in the hands of members of Parliament. An unprecedented impeachment motion against the country's second-in-command is expected to be tabled at the floor of the National Assembly on Tuesday afternoon by one of the over 300 members of Parliament who endorsed Gachagua's historic removal from office. While the week-long drafting of the 40-page motion has been a closely guarded affair, NTV has managed to peruse some of the pages of the motion and spoken to a number of lawmakers privy to it in an attempt to identify the charges that will form the grounds for Gachagua's impeachment. The motion has up to 10 charges, top among them being Gachagua allegedly threatened his boss, President William Ruto. Gachagua is accused of literally banging the desk in sheer anger at a meeting with his boss after Ruto denied him 8 billion shillings that Gachagua had asked for to walk away and pave the way for Ruto to appoint his replacement after their relationship turned sour. NTV has been told that Gachagua arrived at 8 billion shillings after multiplying each vote that Ruto got in the Mount Kenya region in 2022 with 4,000 shillings. The second charge is Gachagua has allegedly accumulated billions of shillings in the past 2 years that he has been at Harambee House Annex through corruption. In the charge, Gachagua is accused of allegedly acquiring up to 5.7 billion shillings in just a couple of years, yet his salary per year is 12 million shillings, meaning in the past 2 years he should have made around 24 million shillings. The third charge that is likely to be leveled against Gachagua is use or abuse of his office to allocate public resources to himself. Under the charge, Gachagua is accused of allegedly diverting material that should have been used to construct the Malindi to Kilifi highway to the construction of a private road leading to a hotel in Kilifi that is linked to him. Other charges that are likely to be leveled against the deputy president include sponsoring goons to disrupt the June, July and August Gen Z demonstrations, thus posing a threat to national security, leaking state secrets despite taking an oath of secrecy, as well as intimidating, threatening and publicly slating leaders and state officials such as some members of parliament and most notably National Intelligence Service Director General Nordin Haji. More charges include promoting tribalism through his shareholder and one man, one vote, one shilling narratives, as well as publicly opposing some of the government policies and cabinet decisions. Following these accusations and others, some members of parliament are convinced that Gachagua, having meteorically rose from a first-time MP to the second most powerful seat in the country, has had a great run. Other leaders want Gachagua taken to a court of law should he be impeached.
Ukabila ni kitu mzuri ama ni mbaya? Sisi wote tulani ukabila? Tunasema shetani afanya namna gani? Kenya haiwezi kuwa kabila moja. Kenya haiwezi kuwa mtu moja. Kenya ni ya sisi wote.
Wewe ulipepa Biblia ukadanganya Mungu, Mwenyezi Mungu nisaidie to run the government, and then you start contradicting the government policies, and yet you sit in the cabinet, you sit in the National Security Committee, and you create a departure. You should be arrested. There's no any country that can tolerate such a person.
David Muthoka, NTV.
So that is how things are going on in between Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto. Something that is shocking me is now the allegations of Rigathi Gachagua being impeached is too much. And as I was just going through how Rigathi Gachagua got several hotels in Kilifi, Nyeri, Nairobi, using the public resources is something that also shocks me. But at the same time, remember one thing. When Rigathi Gachagua is talking about being given 8 billion Kenyan shillings, he is demanding for 8 billion Kenyan shillings so that for him to vacate and leave alone the William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza government. It means the relationship in between Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto is not there. And even this fight, you can see it like it is members of parliament who are pushing this. But also William Ruto himself is so furious with this man called Rigathi Gachagua. So we can say that yes, members of parliament are feeling like is frustrating William Ruto as the president. The truth is, Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto's relationship is over. It cannot be repaired. Even it reached an extent of Rigathi Gachagua demanding 8 billion Kenyan shillings. That relationship is not there. And that is my opinion. Because I don't think if I've seen even today, court trying to defend themselves, they're not going to stop the impeachment motion of Rigathi Gachagua. Let the impeachment motion continues. So things are going to be hard for Rigathi Gachagua, but also it depends how he's going to handle it. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till we meet in another video.